Hi, Keith Carmona from Scattered Comics, and this is technically the seventh installment of the Writing for Comics series. And if you've been following along with the series, we started off with how to start from an idea and write a plot, to actually writing a script, to pitching your idea to a publisher, and even utilizing the program Final Draft. So we're kind of getting into some of the finer details of this process. What I want to present to you today is whether or not you should enter your book into a contest. And so there's some good and some bad things about that, whether you should do it or not. And so we're going to outline those, and I'm going to also let you know about some possible contests that you can enter if this is something for you. And I'll have the links for those contests in the description below should you want to pursue that. So first of all, some reasons why you may not want to do a contest. So if you're just starting off, if you've just published your first book or maybe two, and again, it costs a lot of money to actually write and, produce the comic, print it up, things like that. You may be a little short on cash to start with. So, or after that entire process. So, if that's the case, then this may not be what you want to do. Okay. So we'll talk about, you obviously at this point probably know that a lot of the expenditures going into a comic in the first place. This would be one more expenditure because these contests do cost money. And you may not have enough after you finish your book to go that route. So that's one possible reason why you may not want to. If you are already successful with your sales online or at conventions, then this may not be something that you want to do. If your sales from your Kickstarters or your, like I said, your conventions are already good as it is, or even if you have your books in stores, if you're doing okay there, then a contest may not need it. Okay. If you're already getting lots of hits on your website and your other social medias, you're doing okay on getting the word out about your book, then you probably don't need a contest. And again, if you're doing a number of conventions or you're doing book signings elsewhere at bookstores, then you probably don't necessarily need a contest per se. So those are some of the reasons why you may not want to pursue one. Even if even if you have a number of those things that are listed as a no, you may still want to pursue a contest for for a number of reasons. First might be if you could use a little more exposure, right? Then this may be a viable alternative, especially if you do have a little bit of money to spend to get the word out there. A contest might not be a bad way to do it. If your titles need a little more notoriety, right? A lot of these contests will come with a review. And of course, if you place, you'll be able to have some kind of a sticker or notification that you'll be able to put on your website, or physical ones that you can actually put on your book. In fact, the first book I did for Dr. Dream, which is where this graphic comes from, it was named Comic Book of the Year. And so I had a sticker of the logo printed up and put on the books. And so when I was able to bring those books to conventions, they had the sticker on them. And, while a number of my books did sell, the issue with the sticker on it certainly sold more, because they were saying, wow, this is really good. I think I want to check this out. Right. So getting another sort of, outside source or person to look at your book, review it, and give it some praise is always a good thing, right? And so these contests are a way to go ahead and take advantage of that and get that on your website or on your books. If you want to revive a particular title, right? So if you've got a title that's that you did a year or two ago or something like that, you want to sort of revive it, give it some new life, then a contest, and in particular, one of the contests I'm going to talk about does that for you, right? To help do that. Because let's face it, after 3 months, notoriety of it kind of goes down. 6 months, a little bit longer, and then after a year, many people have forgotten it, unless of course you are at conventions and it's always there at your table and things like that. Okay, so again, a contest might be a way to sort of revive, give it new life, if you will. Boosting your fundraisers, right? So if you've got a Kickstarter coming up, right, and you want to give it a little more, again, some more notoriety, having a contest, review on it, or, again, if it places a finalist or any of the medalist aspects, adding that to your Kickstarter before you get ready for launch, I think is another way to add some notoriety and potentially boost sales, which is a good thing. Okay. All right. So those are some of the reasons why you should or should not do a contest, depending on where you are and your situation. And the 3 contests that I entered for my works, the first one is the Reader's Favorite. This is a really big contest. It's done annually. To enter this one, if you're on the very forefront there from the very start, will be $99. If you wait a little bit further, it'll be $109. And if you wait towards the very end of the deadline, it'll be $119. They have several categories that you can enter. So let's say you go ahead and enter in the early bird, so that's $99 for one particular category. But if you want to enter it into other categories, it's $65 for each additional category. So for example, I entered in Dr. Dream the Collection, which is a collection of all 5 of my Dr. Dream books, published it as a trade back. If I wanted to publish it beyond or get it entered in beyond just the graphic novel category that I entered it in, let's say if I wanted to enter it into the cover artist contest, which there's one available through Reader's Favorites, that would cost me an additional $65. And then, of course, if I want to enter it into more, it's $65 for each one. Once you start an account, there is a landing page for you to be able to upload your works, enter in your categories, things like that. There's actually, this one is it's such a large contest and is so well sponsored that they actually do have some cash prizes for the various categories. So you may want to go ahead and check that out. And again, I'll have the link for that particular contest in the description below. Another one you might want to do, and of course this goes to those titles which have been around for a little bit, is the American Legacy Book Awards. This particular contest does specialize in, of course, books that have been published in the past. And so you might want to go ahead and check them out if you have a title that you'd like to revive again and get some more life into it. And for that one, it's a yearly contest and it is $74 to enter that one. And the last one I want to cover is the Book Fest Awards. Those happen in the spring and the fall each year. Okay, so be aware of that. That's kind of a cool thing that they do it twice a year. It's $74.99 to enter that one. And for that one, you can go to bookfest.com. But again, I will go ahead and have that link down below. So in short, there's some good things about entering a contest. And again, it may not be for you. But I'm going to get you all the information down below if that appeals to you. So once again, for everything Scattered Comics and news and campaigns and things like that, go to www.scatteredcomics.com. If you're interested in my work and my titles, you can go to keithcarmona.com. That'll do it for this particular edition of Writing for Comics. Thanks for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you everybody for watching our video. Please check out these other cool videos you see on your screen. You can help Scattered Comics and its creators by going to the description below and purchasing any of our cool stuff. Give our video a like and don't forget to subscribe.